2 minutes left on the gong before the closing. 2 minutes left on the clock before the closing gong goes off at the Nigerian Stock Exchange. All share index in negative territory today. Industrials and financial services stocks leading the share index into negative territory. You're watching Closing Bell West Africa. Welcome, I'm Esther Awuni. Many thanks for joining us. Let's check out today's top 5 laggers. Julius Berger leads today's top laggers, down 10%. Now, the company also announced today that it has gone into its closed period as for the half year. So we're expecting the companies, it's joined other companies that have announced a closed period ahead of the release of full year earnings. That's something for investors to look forward to. Dangote Cement taking the second position today, down 0.88%. Dangote Cement today announced that it will pursue or maybe pursue an international listing of its shares. So that's something very interesting for investors to ponder. And although the company did say that no decision has been taken on whether or not it will list its shares on an international board, but that's something we're definitely keeping our eyes on here. Lafarge Africa also on today's laggers list, down 5.1%. So the combination of Dangote Cement and Lafarge Africa, two industrial giants cement makers, have dragged the industrials index down today 2.3%. Actually, the worst performing NSE sectoral index for today. Flour Mills and NEM Insurance also on today's top laggers list. On the other side of the table, we have oil and gas stocks leading today's top gainers. Mobil up 9.3% and Forte Oil up 9.8%. So those two stocks have led the oil and gas index up in positive territory today, up 1.5%. Nigerian breweries up 0.91%. Custodian and insurance up 10%. However, the insurance index is in negative territory today, down 0.59%. Others on today's top gainers list include UACN from the consumer goods sector of the market. So we're seeing a combination of the likes of Nigerian breweries and UACN taking the consumer goods index into negative territory. It's up 0.19%. So this NSE sectoral performance is mixed today. Financial stocks and insurance and industrials down today in negative territory, but we're seeing oil and gas and industrials and consumer goods rather in positive territory. Now we're looking at volumes as thin volumes again today, similar to what we saw yesterday. Right now, 283.1 million shares have been exchanged by investors valued at 3.7 billion naira. So far, 3,450 deals have been recorded at the market. So the market is still in negative territory for now. Well, of course, investors still looking to receive that inflation data out on Friday to see, of course, pointers for economic recovery, looking at the momentum of the economic recovery. That is the closing gong at the Nigerian Stock Exchange. All share index in negative territory today. Closing Bell West Africa returns after the break. Do join us again.
Hi, my name is Ada, and I'm your go-to girl. I'm fluent in English and Pidgin, and I am learning a few basic words in Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. Think that's cool? Wait till you hear one of my jokes. You can chat with me on Facebook Messenger with the handle by Diamond Ada. I can help you open a bank account, buy airtime, transfer money, pay bills, buy movie tickets, apply for a loan, check football updates, check stock prices, weather forecast, and lots more. I am your go-to girl when you need to carry out simple everyday banking and non-banking transactions. You should pay for my services. But hey, what are friends for? So, look for me on Facebook Messenger and chat with me. I'll be waiting. You can also visit www.diamondbank.com or any Diamond Bank branch to know more about me. Diamond, your bank.
very warm welcome to Closing Bell West Africa. Many thanks for joining us. I'm Esther Awuni. In the next half hour, following the conclusion of the Focus Labs of Nigeria's Economic Recovery and Growth Plan, Project Executive Folarin Alayonde tells CNBC Africa of plans to follow up on results. Then the Executive Vice President, Ghana Nigeria at Unilever, Yor Nsako, speaks on the need for Africa to turn its ideas into action for the benefit of its communities. Also in today's lineup, Emmanuel Modi, a foreign currency trader at UBA, will join us for a midweek review of activities in Nigeria's fixed income and FX space. As always, you can follow our conversations. Just send us a tweet to @CNBC Africa if you'd like to talk to me. My Twitter handle is @EstherUbodaga, and the Closing Bell West Africa hashtag is CBWA410. Let's kick off now with some top stories from West Africa. A South African President, Cyril Ramaphosa, has urged Nigeria to sign the Africa Trade Pact. He disclosed this at Afreximbank's 25th Annual General Meeting in Abuja today.
I say, Nigeria, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure at all. I just wanted to tell you that we had signed, but I don't want you to feel any pressure at all. We all agree, and in this regard, I think we should applaud Nigeria as we applauded ourselves when we didn't sign, because we said, and advisedly so, that we have our own processes of approving international agreements. We need to consult quite extensively and deal with a number of role players in our country before we put ink on paper. We have done that, and we will soon be ratifying it. So you, as Nigeria, should also be applauded as you go through the process of consulting and dealing with all the various role players. So it is in that regard that I say, no pressure, take your time, but don't tarry too long, because the continent is waiting for Nigeria.
And as a follow-up on that, CNBC Africa's Frederick van der Vyver asked Nigeria's Finance Minister Kemi Adeosun for an update on the signing of the Continental Free Trade Agreement.
A question for the Honorable Minister of Finance. What is the update on Nigeria signing the CFTA, the latest update? Thank you.
I think the President helped me immensely in what he said. And I think he summarized Nigeria's position. We must consult. This is a federation of states, of local governments, and there are many stakeholders. And so we must go through a process of consultation. And that's simply what we're doing, or are concluding now. And that really is Nigeria's position. And there have been consultations across the country, various groups, manufacturers groups, employers groups, people that had genuine and legitimate questions which needed to be answered, who said, how does this affect me? And so we've gone out and done that consultation, because it is, as the President said correctly, an extremely important move for Africa, and therefore